Basically, anybody being sort of critical towards MrBeast, or anybody pointing out any of these situations, any of the many dramas, and mentioning Dogpack, they're probably sort of like banned from his comment section.
Oh, interesting. Maybe. All right, Pegasus posted a video. Apparently, my sources in the industry, meaning my chat, is telling me. He posted a video accusing MrBeast of censoring comments.
Okay, we got a couple updates regarding the MrBeast situation. First off, the ex-employee who exposed MrBeast, Dogpack, has tweeted out a cryptic 48-hour timer, which I assume is hinting to a second exposed video on MrBeast. Now, apparently, he was saying that this video has even worse allegations than the first video, and obviously that could be pretty bad for MrBeast, considering the first one got 10 million.
Tom's jealous. The thing is, bro, is it cool to meet Trump? Yeah, obviously. I would never want to do like a stream with him though, because I don't want to like endorse a political candidate. You know what I mean? I'm not educated enough about politics to endorse a political candidate. And neither is Aiden Ross. So I don't want to be like endorsing a candidate on my stream. You know, like I cover a stupid YouTube drama. I'm a person, you know. In a way, I like to say that I would like to stay in my lane here, you know. So I wouldn't do it with Trump or Camel. I just wouldn't do it. I want to chill with Trump. I mean, I'd smoke a cigarette with him. I'd ask some questions, but you know, I don't want to be I don't want to like do a stream with him, you know. Fence sitter base.
Million views. Now, I'm just praying that it's not about the charity work that Jimmy does, because that stuff has always made me like MrBeast, because, you know, he seemingly does help people and I want to support that. Anyways, we'll know the answer in a couple days.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons people have had to like say MrBeast is a good guy, right? The philanthropy, the fact he gives away so much money. He has like, from what I remember, he has like an entire like food bank in the South where he like gives a ton of people like free turkeys and stuff like that, which is really good. He, you know, helped Team C's with cleaning up all the trash, which, you know, the fish, but also based. So I like that. You know, I like that he did that. I remember Dogpack said something in his interview about he heard that MrBeast was exposed for somehow faking the video about cleaning up trash, where like they did clean up trash, but they also, to make the video good, they put the like more trash on a beach and then went out and picked it up with the crew to make it look like they were the ones doing it. If that's true, that's insane, but I haven't seen any definitive. I've tried looking for that online. I haven't seen anyone like posting anything about it. So, you know, we'll have to wait for that to see if anything comes of it.
Days, and of course I'll be updating you guys then as well. But till then, here's everything that's gone down since the last video 4 days ago. First off, the story regarding Beast Games has actually gone mainstream because the New York Times put out an article titled "Willing to Die for MrBeast and
Holy
5
shit.
million." The contestants in the
It has gone mainstream. The thing is, it's still not affecting him whatsoever as far as his like overall brand. I doubt he's lost sponsorships over this, because realistically, he's too valuable of an asset for like Amazon to drop him or something like that from a business perspective. But it definitely, I mean, it's gone mainstream, but also like it's just accessing a different, smaller audience. I don't think that many people. How many people even read the New York Times, man? Like, how many people actually read the New York Times? 10 million? No way. Is that real? Are 10 million people? Wait, that says 10 million. This one says 3.4 million and 5.5 million by the end of 2020. Are people actually reading this? I've never met anyone. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's true, but I haven't met anyone that reads the New York Times. I feel like people watch YouTube way more than the New York Times. 10 million subs doesn't mean 10 million concurrent readers. Well, yeah, of course. But still, like, the fact that even 10 million people are paying money for it is kind of insane to me. I don't read any of these unless I'm doing it for a video, and then sometimes I have to like pay for it, right, to like see what they're saying. But legacy media, my impression is that it's totally on the way up. I'm shocked if like 1 million people read the New York Times, to be honest.
internet stars Beast Games expected outlandish challenges and signed contracts that acknowledge risks of serious injury and death. Still, few were prepared for the conditions on set. Basically, it had a lot of allegations towards MrBeast, saying that the conditions of filming were just horrible, with contestants allegedly getting injured, medication late, apparently even took their underpants for some reason and then forgot to give it back for a long time. Lots of wacky allegations. Now,
I'd really be curious to see if anyone involved can talk about it. I assume they're all under NDA, so they probably would not be able to legally talk about it. But I'm curious if anyone at all is going to break an NDA and just expose that. You know, that's what I want to know, because there's been a lot of allegations from a few sources, but I haven't seen anything definitive showing like MrBeast up. You know, it's all just kind of up in the air for now.
from the people that I individually interviewed, it was pretty mixed. You know, some people had a perfectly fine experience and some people had a horrible experience. So it's definitely split depending on where you were in the game. But here's a
part of the thing with this also is like, how much responsibility can you place on MrBeast when he's running an operation this big? Ultimately, it is his responsibility to make sure that, you know, everyone gets what they need, because he's the one, you know, orchestrating it and funding it. It's his face on it. But I would be curious, like, were there people involved that maybe it up that he ended up firing or like having not on the team anymore, something like that, because they it up. They did talk about underwear. The contestants asked for their own underwear back when menstruation started. Yeah, I heard that. But once again, I would just like to know more, like see like definitive stuff about it. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to say.
A couple highlights from the article. Over a dozen people who participated in the first installment of Beast Games said that they had not received adequate food or medical care, and that some competitors had suffered injuries from the physical challenges. Another described watching fellow contestants vomiting and appearing to pass out. There were several hospitalizations. That's obviously not good, not something you want to see happen in a sort of innocent game show. We signed up for the show, but we didn't sign up for not being fed or watered or treated like human beings, one contestant told The Times. Like many of the people who appeared in MrBeast YouTube videos, some of the contestants said that they needed the cash to pay for things like student loans and medical debt after learning that they would be
Yeah, and apparently they weren't even paid yet, right? They were offered $1,000 and they haven't even been paid until the show goes public. They're not getting paid, right?
competing against
Which, like, just pay them up front. Jesus.
Twice as many people. Some said they felt they had been misled about the odds of winning. Apparently, they thought they'd be competing against 1,000 people, but it turned out to be 2,000 instead. One meal described by several contestants included a tiny portion of cold oatmeal, one hard-boiled egg, and a few pieces
Bruh. Prison food. Literally prison food.
of raw vegetables. We're all just looking up at the sky,
Give them some Chick-fil-A, bro.
screaming at him like he's God, one contestant said. Guards dressed entirely in black, complete with face coverings, flanked the field.
That's the MrBeast agents. They're the people who coming for dog pack 404. Okay, they're texting him, they're stalking him. That's why he's in the cornfield.
I guess it was sort of to emulate that Squid Game vibe, but some people might think that it's a bit dystopian, you know, like you're actually bringing it to life. Despite reassurance that contestants' medications would be distributed to them when needed, several contestants said they had not received their medication on time.
Yeah, that's a serious up. If people don't get their meds, they can seriously be injured, they can die, right? Some people need their meds to survive, so you got to give them their meds, bro. You got to give them their meds. If that happened, that is like definitely something that needs to be owned up to and corrected in the future, because that's just, it's like unacceptable. The real question is how much of this is MrBeast's fault and how much of it is Amazon's production team's fault. I mean, we don't know, but I mean, regardless, somebody's got to be held accountable for that kind of thing going on, right?
Including one contestant who needed insulin. That is actually really bad. Instead of receiving it hours or even days after the scheduled dosing times. Yeah, this could lead to some serious problems, especially things like insulin. One contestant said that she had initially been denied the food she required to take her medication and had been told by staff members that she didn't actually need to eat. After asking repeatedly, she was given half a banana.
Yo, MrBeast is pro anorexia, okay? They're saving them. They're saving them, bro. Okay, they're saving them from themselves. You get half a banana.
Why half? Why not the full thing? What's going on here? Here's the part about the
Have you tried ordering Zins from Sweden? You can get more flavors. You can also get stronger ones. Apple, mint, and black cherry are goated. I have not. I don't think I can order them where I live. What's up, Fly Navy?
Underpants taking, contestants were instructed to supply the production staff with a Ziploc bag containing 5 days worth of undergarments, which would be distributed to contestants once
MrBeast is poop maxing. They're poop maxing. Base.
the games were underway.
Base.
But several contestants said that they had waited hours or even days to receive their clean
That is insane, though. That is, if that's real, that is absolutely. You show up for like the biggest YouTubers competition. You show up there, okay? You don't get your medication. You don't get your underwear. You're eating half a banana for food or porridge and a hard-boiled egg. Like, bro, come on, bro, come on. Come on. Take care of your people a little better, MrBeast. You don't have to give them a 5-course meal, but you know, give them some real food. Come on. Or whoever's running this, Amazon, give them some real food. I want to understand more about the legality of them signing a contract about serious injury and responsibility, only for them to indeed be hurt and not properly fed. Yeah, it'd be good if like some lawyer was able to look at the contracts they had and actually see what kind of liability they may face.
underwear. Ain't no way this guy's making them wear dirty underwear, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, we actually have some details about the challenges. Allegedly, there were 3 challenges. I know what they are because the contestants told me, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to reveal it, so I'm only going to say what's in the article here, right? The first challenge involved 5 teams of 400 people pulling ropes attached to 10,000-pound weights as fast as possible. The issues began, participants said, when they were broken into those teams. things. A scramble for Team Pennies quickly became chaotic and frightening. Several said, describing a crush of people pushing and shoving other contestants while the production staff was unable to calm the crowd. One contestant described hyperventilating amid the scene. Another said that she had been almost horizontal and had feared being trampled. Yeah, this is the issue, having physical challenges when you're contesting.
Let's see here. YouTube drama subreddit has some posts. Contestant from the newest MrBeast video says on Instagram all the drama was edits and acting. We'd love to know for our podcast, why did he do all the cooking and chores? Why were you telling him, cook me chicken, cook me eggs? Awesome video. Thanks. Happy to add some context. The chores were equally shared. And as far as cooking, Hugo genuinely liked to cook until he couldn't bear the thought of seeing me eat the food I cooked. Edits are a powerful tool to create drama. 100% we had Susie for the day challenge on our podcast. She stated the same thing. All reality shows do the same thing. Pick and choose 1 hour of clips from 500 hours of filming and can't paint it in any light they want. First reactions are the most accurate. You can still love me. Wink. Honestly, we shared the chores. Me scrubbing the toilet. Okay, I don't really care that the drama's fake. I would care more about mistreatment of people, right? That's what I would actually care about. I get this is what everyone's talking about. This guy's just printing money right now. Oh no, how horrible. He's printing money for making YouTube commentary videos. New spearmint log on me. Nice. Who cares, bro? Who made videos and made money? Who cares? I would care if the videos he's making money off of are pushing falsehoods or slandering someone, but I wouldn't even give a like who. So
contestants are male, female, and elderly as well, because obviously the young and fit guys are just going to absolutely body everyone, and there should be some rules against that. You can't just, you know, roughhouse people and, you know, win that way, right? I don't know. I feel like the challenges chosen should have been something that's like more similar to the Squid Games.
In the stuff they signed, as far as the documents, I'd be super curious if they were like signing up to a certain level of injury, like cuts and bruises are, you know, you're not liable if that happens to me, but if I break a bone, you're liable for that. When you have that many people, I imagine it's so hard to just deal with them, keep them all in one place, no matter how many employees you have. You have to have like an insane amount of staff on deck, right, to deal with that kind of thing. You got to have so many medics. Thoughts on XQC glazing MB on his fraud vid? I don't know who MB is.
Stuff where, you know, you're cutting out a little bit of a cookie or something like that, where, you know, where there's no like obvious advantages to certain groups of people, right? Now, the article ends with an ominous line. They had signed a contract that they were willing to die for this. Now, in defense of MrBeast, I'm pretty sure that's like standard practice in like reality TV or game shows and stuff like that. But of course, people are not expecting to die in a game like this. These contracts are just to waive any liability if people get injured or something like that, right? Here's some of the top comments. When suffering and debasement are the conditions of so-called charity, what actually is taking place is exploitation. It's not philanthropy, so please don't call it that. It's internet entertainment of the worst kind. This guy's indicative of exactly what's wrong with the world right now. The fact that he has millions of followers only proves my point. You know, I've always thought that the philanthropy is a little bit separate, right? Like if he's building homes for people in Africa, that's obviously amazing and stuff like that. But if he needs to do something for entertainment or content, I understand that. But obviously,
I mean, the thing is, like, it's not really separate though. It's not really separate because the videos he does, the philanthropy, right, it's made into a video. Like the video where he cured 100 people's blindness, right, or the video where he built homes for people in, I think that was Jamaica, is what he's talking about here. That is, it's philanthropic, but he does benefit off it by making a video about it, making money. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially considering that he then uses that money to help other people. What would be wrong is if people are, you know, getting hurt and it's not covered by liability or something like that, or if they're seriously hurt, regardless of that, like regardless of whatever liability they sign. Like, I think that should still be something to be talked about. That's a worthy of controversy in my opinion. But, you know, we just don't know. Like, it's like a ton of separate people claiming different things right now. MB is MrBeast. So what do I think about XQC liking the video? Oh, glazing MrBeast on his fraud vid. So you're saying he defended MrBeast? I don't know. I haven't seen what he said. I have to see what he said.
Obviously, people need to be safe, right? You can't be having these sort of mismanaged conditions there, allegedly, right? Looking forward to the episode of MrBeast where his victims sue him into bankruptcy.
I doubt that will happen. I highly doubt that'll happen, but anything's possible at this point, you know? I used to be the nothing ever happens guy, you know? I used to be the sad chud, nothing ever happens, but it seems like a lot of things are happening now, so you never know. You never really know.
See. All right, so as I said, all those are...
What's the reality that someone with 500K views in their top video is having 1.5 million subs? What does that even... What do you mean, what's the reality? What is your question? Is it possible that happened? Like, is it possible somebody could legitimately have 1.5 million subs that have 500K views in their top video? I mean, yeah, look at the total channel views. A lot of people, you know, are not getting... I mean, look at this channel, right? Let's look at this channel. Tom Dark, okay? Tom Dark has almost 400K subs, which is my most popular video. I have one video with over 1 million views, okay? One. But if you look at total channel views, there's 98. So out of 98 million views, 400K subs have converted from that, right? Obviously, a lot of those are repeat views too, like the same viewers watching videos over again. But like, still, like, it's totally possible that that is a legitimate sub count, if that's what you're asking, or if that's not what you're asking, because I don't even know what that means.
Are allegations. I personally do not know what went down there because I personally wasn't there, but there seem to be a lot of reports from a lot of people that are concerning. Now, we got to move on to the next thing. We got to talk about MrBeast's latest video, the one about the nuclear bunker.
Boring video, by the way. I couldn't even get through like a minute of it.
And there's a lot of controversy regarding that one as well. Here we have a tweet about the dislikes on the video. MrBeast might be cooked, actually. 500k plus dislikes in an hour and still counting on his latest video. Jimmy and his team are also deleting all the comments mentioning the Chris Tyson situation. Is this the downfall of MrBeast? And he's attached a screenshot with 900k likes and 500k dislikes, which seemingly looks bad. And he's attached a video where you're trying to click the replies of a comment, but it disappears because that comment is getting deleted in real time. Basically, anybody being sort of critical towards MrBeast or anybody pointing out any of these situations, any of the many dramas, and mentioning Dogpack, they're probably sort of like banned from his comment section.
Oh, interesting. Maybe. But the thing is, I doubt, because there's so many comments, I doubt they'd be able to manually review every single comment. What they'd probably do is put like a ban on specific words like Dogpack or Chris or something like that. They'd put a ban on that in the comment section, right? If they are doing that, that is horrible. Like, that's not good, you know. You shouldn't be doing that, man. That's not cool, MrBeast.
Right? Now, this tweet actually got...
Failed to load comment doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I don't think that's proof that he was deleting stuff. If I get more definitive proof, that would be interesting. But the thing is, I've seen a lot of people, like, iDubbbz accused of deleting comments, or, like, even I think at one point PewDiePie was accused of deleting comments, and there's just no evidence of it whatsoever. So, yeah. Also, you can see here, this dislike counter service is apparently illegitimate.
Community noted, YouTube stopped reporting dislikes in 2021. The number reported in the image is an estimate based on an extension called Return YouTube Dislike. It is calculated from dislikes submitted by extension users and can overestimate the...
I would honestly would be shocked if MrBeast's new video had 500,000 dislikes. You know, like a 2 to 1 like ratio on a MrBeast video is insane. I mean, just look at how many views he has, right? You go to the MrBeast channel. Let's go here. This video has 4 million likes. Okay, let's look at his other videos in terms of like ratios. This one, let's look at one with comparable views. Can we find one with 100? Or sorry, actually, okay, so this one, 4 million likes. Let's see a comparable viewed video. Okay, let's see here. Are there any? Might have to just go by the ratios. All right, well, this one, wait, why is it not? Like, use 1 million views on this one. Okay, this one has 112 million. See how many likes. 6.7 million. So it's not that off, right? Like, it's really not. From what I understand, you can't really even trust this dislike extension based on what he's saying, right? So I don't know, man. This is 1.9 for me, but that's on the extension, right? You can't actually see the dislikes on YouTube. And what this is showing is that it's not like they have like in-depth knowledge of what YouTube's doing, right? It's an extension, like guesstimates. It doesn't have actual data from YouTube. So we can't really know how many dislikes that video has.
Actual number of dislikes on a video. Okay, basically people are saying that it's not that many dislikes, right? Now, it turns out Drumler reached out to the MrBeast team to get the actual dislikes on the video. We apologize. We just deleted a tweet showing 500k dislikes on MrBeast's new upload. This info came up from a third-party app that allows you to see the dislikes. Fellow creators reached out saying that the third-party app is not to be trusted. We also got in contact with MrBeast, and here's a screenshot of alleged...
Now, I guess this could be a fake screenshot. It could be. Maybe MrBeast is lying. It's entirely possible, but I mean, I don't know. It looks like YouTube UI from what I can tell.
Actual dislikes on the video, which is only 4,099.6%.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, everybody says like, oh, his career is over. I mean, you look at even Pegasus's channel, right? Obviously, he's clickbaiting, but like, the end, it's done, it's over. MrBeast destroyed his career. He really didn't. You know, like if what's being alleged as far as child gambling is true, that's like obviously horrible and he should be criticized. But like, you got to understand, like, MrBeast is so big, he's so famous. The majority of people who can watch him, many of them are children who don't even watch drama videos or can't even comprehend what's going on here. They just mindlessly follow MrBeast. And then outside of that, you have people from like, you know, around the world who watch MrBeast, and he's like the only YouTuber they watch. You think all these Indians know? You think all these Indians know what was going on? They can't even speak English. They don't know.
Which is definitely sus. The current dislikes directly from the MrBeast team. Chucky the fake PR guy responded as well. Here's a video in case anyone thinks it's fake. The Chrome extension saying it had 1 million dislikes is false. So he has attached this video where he's scrolling and pulls up the dislikes, and you can see 20,000 dislikes there.
Okay.
And 99.1
I'm surprised it's not higher than that. I'm surprised it's not higher than 20,000. I would think it would be at least a few 100,000, but I would be shocked. I would be shocked if it was anything close to like even a third or even a fourth or even 1/6, you know? That's what I would be shocked here, you know? Well, haven't you talked about the dog pack vid and then you're on his side here? This seems so off for you. Well, great question. Perhaps if you were accurately following the Tom Dark live channel, you would see that I have watched the entire dog pack video all the way through. Perhaps you would see that. Okay, if you were paying attention to the literature, you would see that I've reacted to not only his entire video, but also his entire interview with MrBeast. Maybe you would see that, okay? Maybe you would be aware of that, okay? Wow, look at this. Me watching the entire video and agreeing with many of the points. Wow, shocking. You're a fake fan. You're what we call a fake fan.
Percent ratio. He's refreshed it a couple times to prove that it's real. Now, do I believe the MrBeast team is lying about these dislikes? I cannot say, okay? I just know that this Chucky guy will do absolutely anything to get good PR for MrBeast, and the math does not add up. The amount of people commenting about this controversy, knowing about the MrBeast drama, the original dog pack video is...
I saw some people also claiming that MrBeast manually removed dislikes. The screenshot could be fake, but you can't remove dislikes on YouTube unless YouTube themselves are helping you, which I haven't seen evidence of them doing that, right? Like, there's just no... I need once again, like, definitive proof, or at least, like, very beyond a reasonable doubt proof, you know? You can't, like, I can't just go in YouTube Studio and, like, be like, okay, this video has less dislikes now. I can't do that. There's no option for that.
10 million views. My videos combined have like, I don't know, 10, 12 million views as well. It is one of the biggest dramas on YouTube. It is pretty much obvious that MrBeast's latest video will get disliked. I do not...
Well, we'll get disliked, but are there going to be that many people dislike bombing? I don't even know. I don't know how much people care. A lot of those people probably aren't even going to click on the new MrBeast video. Like, they already hate him, you know? And on top of that, honestly, I would guess that a lot of people who watch Pegasus don't watch MrBeast. The audience is a little older, you know? Like, I don't, if I wanted to, I don't think I could accurately, like, send people to dislike bomb MrBeast and, like, get a big dent. Maybe a few thousand dislikes, maybe. Like, I don't know. I need more. I need more here, Pegasus.
Support that. I do not encourage that, by the way. But it is likely that people will go out of the way to dislike these videos.
It's likely impossible, but I don't know.
So it's very unlikely there's a 99.1% ratio, but I also don't believe it has 1 million dislikes. In reality, I think the real number is somewhere in between those two numbers. You can form...
Let's find out. I think it's actually against YouTube TOS to brigade people with dislikes. I think that's against the TOS, so I don't think I can do that.
Your own conclusions there, but very weird that YouTube is not showing an accurate picture of the dislikes there. I remember they removed the dislike button supposedly to protect smaller creators. At least that was...
Yeah, in reality, I think it was probably companies, if I had to guess, being mad they're getting dislike bombed, and they were like, we need to get rid of the dislike. It's like, wow, you're really helping small creators, bruh.
Cited reason, but turns out it only ended up protecting larger creators and larger brands who ever get into some sort of controversy, right? And it also made it much harder to detect scam videos.
True.
Creator of the return YouTube dislike extension has responded as well. By now, 87k users with an extension disliked the video and only 56k liked it. So we can see already he's saying 87k disliked it, yet on the studio, we don't see anything past 20k. Maybe it was at a different time, but...
So, I mean, different time, possibly. Or maybe the dislike is lying. Or maybe dislikes on the extension don't calculate on YouTube. Maybe that's it. I feel like we need a lot more info here to make this allegation.
Very suspicious. A very good portion of these users were created a long time ago. If we want to believe that these dislikes are botted, someone would have to come up with this plan over a year ago, create tens of thousands of fake accounts, keep realistic looking activity on these accounts for a year, pretending to be real people, and only today would they attack MrBeast. So basically they're real. Regarding the figure in the screenshot, I simply do not see it possible for the video to be performing better than their channel average.
Yeah, I know people can dislike without the extension. Obviously, I'm aware of that. I just don't know if the extension's users calculate on YouTube itself, right? YouTube's already shown that they don't like people even using ad block, right? So I would guess they probably don't like people using that extension. So maybe it's just like ruled out. But once again, this is just a possibility. I don't know.
Despite all the controversy, I completely agree. It could be that YouTube is not updating dislike counts in YouTube Studio for some reason. Some random reason, guys. Some random reason.
The extension got 5.5 mil total downloads in browsers. The actual sample size is even smaller. Yeah.
And that all the comments are also getting deleted, like just getting wiped off.
Are they getting deleted? I feel like I need more than like it's very possible, but I feel like I need like a case study to show like what it looks like when a comment gets deleted.
The face of the earth. There is no war in Ba Sing Se, guys. There's just nothing going on at all. MrBeast is squeaky clean, of course. I just hate how they try to sweep everything under the rug like some sort of Hollywood type project where something secret, something shady and...
Yeah, I don't like that either. I really don't. Especially the cease and desist trying to silence that kid. I don't like it. But as far as MrBeast's interest in terms of protecting himself from legal liability, if he were to respond and the response isn't good, it's possible he could open himself up to some kind of legal liability regarding the illegal gambling, if that is what happened there. So it's probably the smartest thing MrBeast could do in his position to maintain his brand. But obviously, from like a drama viewer perspective, it's like, come on, bro, respond.
And something genuinely, potentially, allegedly illegal is going on, and yet they don't even bother giving their fans an answer. Like, I like Jimmy. If you just have to scroll on my channel seeing the 50 videos I made defending him to know that I like Jimmy. And I just want a response from him because I feel betrayed, you know, seeing all these allegations come up, you know? And inaccuracy is definitely possible.
Why not make the dislike button an optional feature? You mean on YouTube? I think they should, at the very least. I mean, that'd be better than how it is now, where I think they did have it for a while, right? You can turn off likes and dislikes. That was an optional feature for a while, but now you can't even see dislikes. That's their policy now, right? You can't even see it, which is so stupid, man. Just like bring it back, bro. We won't even have these questions.
Due to how controversial this video is, after all, the extension serves 20 million people on a budget of 500, can never be as accurate as Google. I can imagine the estimate being wrong by 2 to 3 times, simply because how different an average member of MrBeast's audience is from an average dislike extension user, but the numbers from the screenshot are simply impossible. Exactly only 4,000 or 20,000 dislikes is just unheard of. I don't know what...
It does seem low. Maybe it's being underreported in YouTube analytics. Sometimes it'll do properly calculate it, so... If you want to give any defense for MrBeast or his team here, maybe that's the defense here. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like I need to know what's going on the inside, you know, to really know what's going on. I feel like that's the situation I'm in right now. Unproven allegation. Hi, Tom. Off topic. Can't get out of my head how the quartering got his blow up, calling out MTG judges for not checking for pedos. I heard about that, yeah.
Chucky's trying to prove here. He obviously knows that's wrong as well. Now we got to talk about the report.
I don't know how real that is. I saw some video that was from years ago, but I don't know how deep that allegation goes.
From several people that MrBeast is deleting comments from his video. MrBeast's team is actively deleting all the comments from his latest video that talk about him being exposed, and he's attached 2 videos here.
I can't stand this guy's Reddit voice. You can stand my voice? Well, welcome to YouTube, I guess. I mean, this could be a criticism of YouTube, YouTube UI just not working, but I don't know if this proves he's censoring comments again. I'm
about % sure this is a YouTube bug. Jimmy isn't giving people full access to the #1 YouTube channel just to delete comments. This is incredibly naive. It's managed by an agency. They're doing it. Obviously, this is happening. We can see it in real time. Now they can claim...
Is it obviously happening, though? I don't know. I don't know if that's what that means. I feel like I need to know more about the YouTube UI to make this claim, you know?
That YouTube is auto-deleting any negative comments towards MrBeast, but that would make no sense. They've clearly banned certain phrases from the comment section, such as maybe dog pack or
that's entirely possible.
MrBeast drama or something like that.
I'm curious if I go to that video right now. I'm curious if there's any comments about that. Obviously, this wouldn't prove that he's censoring comments, but let's see here. We'll go to newest. Address the allegation 6 minutes ago. Dog pack. No allegations. Fraud. No results. Gambling. Let's see how many comments on the first page we can sort through that are negative. 1 negative comment with 200 likes. I feel like that's entirely possible that there's 1 negative comment here because, I mean, once again, look at how big this channel is, right? Most of these people don't even fucking know what's going on. They haven't even heard of this controversy. Look at how big his channel is, bro. 300 million subs. I feel like it's entirely possible there's not that many negative comments being pushed to the top on a video with 100 million views. Like, I feel like that's perfectly plausible, you know? That doesn't mean he deserves to be shielded from criticism, obviously. Like, he should undoubtedly be heavily criticized, but, you know, I need to know. Cease and desist, he definitely sent that. From what I can tell, that's definitely true. You're coping? How am I coping? You think it's likely that a video with 100 million views, where, like, the majority of those viewers have no idea what the fuck is going on, will be filled with negative comments, dude? Look at fucking Dogpack's video. How many views does that have? 10 mil? Okay, so the biggest video exposing, you know, allegedly whatever exposing legal purposes, MrBeast right now has 10 million views, okay? Latest, and this is the most viewed video this guy's ever done, most viewed video in this entire controversy. The most viewed video, or sorry, the most recent video on the MrBeast channel has 100 million views, 10x 10x. The sweep is real. You think he's been bought off? Yeah, you think I'm bought off by MrBeast? Dude, you think me with my history would ever make it in a MrBeast video, even if I wanted to? You think I would make it in? You think I would make it in? You know how bad that would look? Instantly just pull up the N-word comment from a few months ago. Imagine how that would go.
Where people literally have to change languages to type their comments in because that way it doesn't get flagged or something. Here are some comments from MrBeast's latest video. It appears people are trying to get past the filter.
I commented without mentioning Dogpack and one with mentioning. My mentioned comment no longer opens or loads, but my other comment does. Interesting, huh? That is interesting.
Stop deleting comments. This is staged, and basically they don't put any space bar because somehow
if Logan could be in his video, you 100% could. I completely disagree. Logan is way more famous than me, and his controversies are not outweighed by the success that MrBeast gets from having him in that video, right? I'm a horrible brand risk. Imagine the amount of tweets MrBeast just had a giant racist in his video, bro.
that gets caught in the filter and gets deleted. Remember back then when it wasn't all about the money? We all miss old MrBeast. I miss the old days of MrBeast. Are you being paid to delete these comments? And it's very weird because none of these have replies. So I don't know if these are bots or actual real people whose replies are getting deleted. It's just really confusing to me because nobody is being transparent. YouTube's not transparent. Jimmy's not transparent. So I don't really know what's happening here. Mr. Deleting comments. Okay. Jimmy probably put a filter.
That's possible. But if your theory is true, why wouldn't those comments be deleted, right?
Nobody put spaces so he can't delete your comments. So you can see that a lot of people are essentially commenting. In fact, the amount of likes on these negative comments is already outweighing the supposed dislikes. So that already tells me that this video has been disliked.
Owner of the extension. It's saying dislikes are higher amongst their own users than Beast is even claiming on their Discord. I'll DM on X. Okay. Owner of the extension is saying the dislikes are higher amongst their own users than Beast is even claiming on their Discord. Yeah, you just DM that to me. Just got done filling a container now. I can watch base. Who knows when that screenshot was from also? That could have been, it looked like only 20K dislikes. That probably would have been right when the video dropped if I had to guess, right?
Disliked way more than Chucky from the MrBeast team actually shared. So I don't know. Take that as you will. Now this
Tom's like, yeah, 2K dislikes, no deleted comment. I don't think it necessarily sounds more likely. I just don't know. You realize, dude, I'm a YouTuber with millions of subscribers, or sorry, 1 million on my main channel. This one has a lot of subscribers, okay? I'm live to a bunch of people right now. If I claim something happened without proper proof, I can be legally liable, okay? First of all, so there's legal liability there. And secondly, I don't want to make a claim and then be proven wrong and look. That's part of it. That's why I'm always going to wait on this. It's like, oh, it's more likely. Okay, maybe it's more likely. I don't know, though. I don't know. You people just want me to run with this. I'm not going to do that. Before this drama, I wasn't even aware what grooming was. Now realizing having been groomed as a teen and working on it in therapy, at least it's brought up awareness to such issues. Well, geez. Good luck with that, man.
This is obviously a very bad look, in my opinion, when you try to silence any criticism by deleting comments, sending cease and desist, sending a random Chucky employee to respond to the allegations for you, especially a guy like Chucky, when we know you're watching in the back and have responded to the Ava Chris Tyson situation. Apparently, that situation got big enough that you're talking about it, but this situation, which is even bigger.
Yeah, well, in fairness, the response here might be that he thinks he could be legally liable if he responds ahead of time, right? So maybe that's why he doesn't know what he could get himself into there. You know, he might look guilty if he responds. You don't really know. With the Chris thing, also, in fairness, that's an allegation about one cast member. With this, it's an allegation about his entire operation, right? So if he's in the wrong, it's in his best interest to not respond. If he's in the right, it might also be in his best interest to not respond. But ultimately, I think he looks pretty from everything I can tell, right? That's ultimately what I have to see. We won't be able to Zin till we're 25, unbased.
And involves you directly, that you can't talk about. Now, I know he's not going to make a video and signal boost it to another 300 million people, but at least...
All right, let's see here. We got this Discord message that this guy is saying is from the dislike guy. Let's see here. Tell it to the Corbos and shareholders. Sorry if this is asked before, but according to MrBeast's YouTube studio, there are 37K dislikes. How many RYD users dislike the video, not accounting the ratio? Let's see here. Over 100K dislikes by extension users only, and extension users are a fraction of total users. Holy smokes, the YouTube studio is 100% accurate. Some shady stuff going on. Wait, so what are they saying here? Okay, so they're saying that the extension itself has more dislikes than MrBeast's video is showing. So either the extension is or YouTube's underreporting it. But to be clear, MrBeast himself in YouTube Studio, as far as I know, unless there's some thing that I don't know about, he cannot remove dislikes manually, right? You can't just remove dislikes manually on a YouTube video. Like, I don't have access to that, you know? If I look at my YouTube Studio right now, let's see here. I'm assuming these are accurate reportings. I don't really know, but if we see here, right? So here's my studio. You can see many of my videos have like, I'd say lower than average dislikes or sorry, lower than average likes for a commentary channel, right? This one has 96% likes, 94, 98%, 94. Let's see here. This one's 91. What was a Destiny video? That one's probably a lot more dislikes, right? Let's see here. 75% likes in Destiny video, yeah. So that's relatively high for my channel. Yeah. YouTube's possibly trying to run a cover for MrBeast. It's possible, but once again, like I need like kind of dead to rights proof to say that that's the case, you know? I need dead to rights proof. The dislike says 14 dislikes on the stream. Can I see dislikes on a live stream? Let's see here. Viewer activity. Can I see the dislikes live? I don't even know if I can on a stream. How to see dislikes on a stream in YouTube Studio. On a live stream. Analytics. Viewer activity. Viewer activity isn't even showing likes, just showing all the comments. I can check after the stream once it's done, I think. I should be able to check. Can I check just on the page that I look at? Hold on. Like if I go to my channel, can I see dislikes on a video? But other people can't? Like let's see this one. Girl. Oh, I can't even see it. So I can't even tell from the public facing. Other people can't? Like let's see this one. Girl. How the fuck would I even tell? Do I have to wait till the stream's over to see live dislikes? Maybe someone in chat has explained. I see 14 after refreshing. I enjoy videos. Take my money. Thank you very much. You can't? Yeah, I can't seem to be able to tell. I'm having a hard time figuring it out, chat.
At least make a tweet, man. These are some horrible allegations and people want to know the truth, even your supporters. Now, another thing that people want to know is this controversy actually affecting MrBeast in any way? Well, right now, it really seems like he's too...
9. 842 likes, 75% equals 2,421 dislikes. Extension shows 2,600 dislikes, 7% more than actual likes. Interesting. Do likes generate revenue? No.
Big to fail that even videos with 10 million views exposing him barely make a dent at all, and he can just delete the comments, send a cease and desist, and the situation
Base, controller of information, Kim Jong-un mode.
And basically, people like some of the philanthropy work that MrBeast does. They see that he's building homes for people, and they say that, oh, he's doing good things, therefore everything else can be...
I don't think that's what anyone is saying. I think it's just a lot of people don't even know about this. If MrBeast decided to make a response vid, how do you think his brand will be affected? Could he move on and be fine? Depends what the response is. If the response is really good somehow, then yeah. If not, then... no. The thing is, if he makes a response vid on his, especially on his main channel, he draws so much attention to it, right? I will say, here's an interesting thing about this. MrBeast's channel being so big right now, right? Everybody just kind of gave him a pass for everything in the past. Not that anybody knew he did anything wrong, right? But people were like eager to defend him. Now, with the Chris Tyson stuff and all this other coming out, he's under a microscope. He's under an absolute microscope. So if he does anything wrong in the future, anything sketchy or anything minor, everybody's going to be down his throat, right? They're going to be watching. People are watching right now. So he's in a very precarious position.
Be overlooked. Doesn't matter if it's
But if that's going to actually affect his bottom line, I don't know.
Shady.
It might be a situation right now where he's like too big to fail unless the government gets involved with the supposed illegal gambling.
But in reality, that's obviously not how...
His viewership's massive, less than half, no details, way less than half, dude. I'd say less than like 10%. He's got 300 million subscribers. The Dogpack video has 10 million views. You can just look at it like in raw analytics that way. How many people actually know about that? Not that many. Maybe you could say, maybe from commentary channels and streamers covering it, maybe like double or triple the people know about the MrBeast allegations. So maybe you could say it's like 30 million, but that's still that's still, what is the math on that? I'm like, okay, I was right. I was right from the beginning. Okay, in my mind. It's still 1/10 of his audience. And a lot of those people probably aren't even MrBeast regular viewers. So it's like, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It should matter. He should respond to it. But like to him, from the position he's in, it doesn't matter.
How it works, but that's how people will defend him. Now, I think it will all depend on Dogpack's next video, which may possibly...
I'm sure MrBeast can have YouTube remove dislikes. Maybe. I'm not sure if there's precedent for that. I wouldn't make that claim.
Go into MrBeast's like charity endeavors and things like Team Seas, which was apparently not doing much for the ocean. So especially if there's things wrong with this charity work or something, that would be absolutely horrible. Praying not, obviously, but yeah, till then, he is really just too big to fail. Anyways, next video.
Yep. I think he's too big to fail unless the government gets involved, honestly. That's my take. You know, criticism to him is not going to matter because he's too big right now, you know? Maybe he'll respond, maybe he won't, but in my estimation, like, he's probably not going to respond. Not only is he probably not going to respond, his lack of response probably won't even affect him, right? That's my guess. Does he have the Sniper Wolf edit pass? Oh, you're talking about, because there was this allegation that someone made where, like, they filed a DMCA on Sniper Wolf, and then before the DMCA was able to go through, somebody at YouTube supposedly told her ahead of time, about that, and then she was able to get rid of that, and then the DMCA was invalid because like the clip that was being DMCA'd was just gone before it could even be officially filed. That's possible, but once again, that's I need to know more about the internal workings of YouTube to know that. If there's proof of that, let me know. I'd like to see that. But one guy, I saw one guy said it, but I don't remember if there was any specific proof about that.